The court for a game of 2-on-2. Me and Mike versus James and his boy Big Blue. We headed off to Kevin's house right after school, cause he got that new Lifetime basketball hoop. We came ready to play. We came ready to win and bring the trophy home that day. Big Blue said, you ain't bringing home that W. How you gonna score when I'm standing here in front of you? I grabbed the ball and I passed it into Mike. Mike caught the pass, fake left and went right. He drove through the lane and he threw it off the glass. I couldn't believe my eyes, he was running so fast. Caught the pass in mid-air, then he threw that boy down. Nobody could believe it, James fell over on the ground. He started crying, put his hands on his head. Then Big Blue looked at me and Mike and he said, why is James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yep, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I dunked it on his face. Why is James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yep, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I dunked it on his face. James is mad, I could see it in his eyes. James never gets dunked on and James don't ever cry. He stood up, beat his fist on his chest, looked at me and Mike and ran his thumb across his neck. He grabbed the ball, squared up to the hoop, took a hard right step, and then he slipped in dog poop. Me and Mike started laughing, and he deserved it too. For the rest of the day, we called him Captain Poopy Shoes. Then the ball bounced right over to me. Big Blue was so big, I could barely even see. I took the ball and I threw it in the air, although I couldn't see a thing. I had a feeling Mike was there. He grabbed the ball and did an alley-oop dunk right on top of James. He made him look like a punk. Then James' girlfriend walked by. She stopped right there and looked me square in the eye. She said, why is James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yep, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I dunked it on his face. Why is James crying? Cause he just got dunked on. I ain't even lying, yo, he just got dunked on. Yep, he was standing in the way, so I jumped up in the air and I dunked it on his face. For the rest of the game, the lead went back and forth. It was all tied up when I checked the scoreboard. There was only 10 seconds left on the clock. James went in for a layup, but his shot got blocked. Wow! And then I juked out Big Blue with the spin move. I was headed straight for the hoop. I looked at Mike, put my hand up in the air. James was standing in the way, but you know I didn't care. Mike threw a perfect pass and I jumped so high. I was way up in the sky, dog.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eagle Vision Basketball, the final round of the MWC Lady Cat Invitational. I'm Chad Hearn, along with Austin Waiters, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens, and the Duffmeister, Ben Duff, on the camera. Guys, we have been calling basketball and football. I don't even know. I might be talking about Skylar Cole out here on the basketball court for the Lady Eagles, and I hear he's doing great, so I want to say that off the bat. I think he's good to go. And if that's not true, I really hope it is, though. We heard that last night.
He's doing much better. Has to wear a neck brace.
Okay, so he did have a little bit of a neck issue. Yeah. Very good. It was a scary moment. Anyway, wanted to kind of get that cleared off the air, on the air. So we're here, final round, Conway Invitational. 1 week ago, we played Lake Hamilton in a scrimmage, and we find ourselves 1 week later playing them again. This time, it's for realsies.
Yeah, I mean, how fitting. You know, we didn't get enough of Lake Hamilton in the scrimmage game, so we wanted to get them in the tournament too.
I think we got enough. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you there. Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, just the experience of the Conway tournament again. I know losing that first game to Harbor was was tough on Friday or on Thursday night. But we've seen Harbor. They're in the final against Conway later tonight.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident they can beat Conway in that one. But nonetheless, this is good for the Eagles to wrap up this tournament and hopefully get something good out of this.
Yeah, that Conway game may be a preview to the state championship game to come. Who knows? I mean, both teams will go pretty deep. We know they're really good, and then there's everybody else in 7A.
Yes. So we missed that game last night. So we circled back to Thursday night against Harbor Wildcats. 49-63 loss. The Lady Eagles never really able to get their chemistry going. They seemed uncomfortable. I think Ben used that word, and I'm like, yes, that's perfect. They looked and seemed uncomfortable. And a lot of that was Harbor was real good, real fast, real tall, and really disruptive.
Yeah, I mean, overall, just good communication by Harbor defensively. Great rotations. They were ready for every back cut play, every screen, top of the key for threes. They did a great job defensively. And then we talked about it, the three-point shooting for Harbor as well compared to the Lady Eagles. That kind of got them up late in the third quarter and in the fourth quarter, too.
Well, when you play somebody like yourself, you struggle a lot. So that's probably why.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I saw, because I wasn't there, obviously, but watching the film, it just looked like they got us. They rushed us. They made us rush ourselves. And, you know, one of the qualities of a great team that's going to make it far is you got to make adjustments, slow your game down a little bit. Yeah, we can run, but I think we tried to get into their game a little bit more. We should have slowed it down a little bit more, made some errant passes, a lot of errant passes in that game where we had wide open looks and just fumbled the ball out of bounds.
I'm just impressed you watched the film, Sam.
Yeah.
Well done there.
Yeah.
More than I watched.
Miracles
the
do
boys
happen.
game.
So I don't think they had 26. It didn't feel like they had 26 turnovers like they did a year ago against Nashville in the first round of the MWC. And so, you know, it was a dominant performance, really. I mean, the Eagles were in it early, and then in that third
and
fourth
they were
quarter,
playing catch-up the rest of the way.
Playing catch-up the rest of the way. Ended up losing by 14. Hadn't really been dominated like that since Greenwood, since Nashville, the second round with Nashville last year in January. No, that was actually, I guess, this calendar year. Last season, January of this year. But anyway, then you fast forward. Now we've got, last night they see Parkview in the second round. 67-31, back to normal, back to dominating. Granted, not the experience we really wanted to see because, you know, obviously we'll see them in 5A Central. But a game's a game, experience is experience.
Yeah, I mean, you take experience when you can get it here. Obviously, you know, totally different experience from last year. The amount of elite teams they played this tournament last year with it. But nonetheless, the experience from that Harbor game, I mean, you talked about it a little bit, Chad, saying they can learn a lot from that Harbor game and build off it. There's a lot to learn from it. I'm hoping they put a lot of that into Parkview, and we saw apparently with better shooting from what I've heard in that Parkview game. Connor.
Yeah, 6 out of 6. She texted me last night. 6 out of 6 she went last night against Parkview.
And I said, no Eagle Vision, no pressure.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can hit 6 when we're not here.
They see us up here, they're like,
Let's see it today. I'm just saying. I hope she does, and she normally does. I'm just kind of halfway joking, but I want to see that fire. And, hey, come out, first game of the season, you get humbled by Harbor. You definitely can. That can bring you back down, and then the next night you come out with a chip on your shoulder, and you take it out on Parkview. Then you come in here today against Lake Hamilton, who we beat 72-44 in a scrimmage just one week ago.
JV in the second half. I mean,
it's
not even JV to start of the 5.
You didn't have your starting 5 the whole game either.
I know, JV in the second half, and the scoring onslaught continued. I mean, this Lady Eagle team is pretty deep. Depending, you know, regardless of who's in there, they can score.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of options. I mean, there was a lot of rotations in that Harbor game, mainly because there was some foul trouble early on. But still, you saw a lot of Lady Eagles get a lot of action during the game, and we know we can go a little bit deeper into this bench.
Well, you know, you want to lower the turnovers. Obviously, they cleaned it up in the last game they played, but the game before it wasn't. You want to see them consistently get better, not turning the ball over. Good guard play. Everything obviously runs through your senior leader, Sydney Middleton, but guards got to clean it up, make sure they're making good passes, and then I want to see some rebounding, some putbacks. You know, we got to get second and third chances when we miss those shots.
The main thing for me, I want to see communication, talking defensively. It felt like at points there was not a lot of communication. It led to some easy shots for Harbor on that Thursday night. I want to see just better communication as a whole. That's the one thing I for sure want to see today.
Yeah, and lastly, let's just mention Lake Hamilton coming off a 25-8, 15-1 season in 5A South. They were number 1. They gave Greenwood quite a battle in the 5A playoffs, and they're returning 3 of the 5 starters. So I'm not really sure what happened last week. Maybe we took it more seriously as a scrimmage than they did. I'm interested to see how today goes. They beat Bentonville last night, 42-39, low-scoring, close win.
Okay.
We'll see how this goes today.
And, you know, Parkview just played Bentonville, and it was a close game. So,
yeah. All right,
never
so
know.
HSA Engineering, they are our sponsor. I'm not sure we've got any housekeeping to do, but we're going to take a quick break, highlight HSA, come back, starting lineup, and tip off the last round of the Lady Cat Invitational. We'll be right back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
All right, we are back here ready for the starting lineups for the Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves and your Vilonia Lady Eagles. 5A Central taking on 5A South. This is the fifth place game. Eagles lost Thursday night, won last night, find themselves now in to be fifth of 8.
So let's start with Vilonia.
All right, some confusion here. We're going to get Vilonia starting lineups first. Katie Simon. So apparently the Burnhams are not starting here this afternoon. So we will have Katie Simon and Haven Buck in the lineup for the Eagles, as well as Sydney Middleton, our sensational senior, Kim Henry, and Maddie Mannion.
Maddie Minion?
Minion,
Did
yeah.
I hear Minion there?
Is Gru in the house? All right.
Are we still on the moon today, Chad?
I kind of like that. It might be a good nickname. The Minions hitting the threes. All right, out first for the Lady Wolves, we've got number 2, Sophie Puckett. Number 5, Amaya Easter. Number 21, Desaya Kristen, one of the returning starters from last year. Number 23, Haley Ferguson, and number 24, Sanaya Cook. So Kristen, Ferguson, and Cook all started last year in that really good team coming out of the 5A South. We'll see another Whisper Quiet Gym as we broadcast here from Buzz Boulding Arena, Conway High School.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how they're going to finish up this Conway tournament. So I'm excited to see. And Mike said different starting lineup from what we saw on Thursday night. So we'll see what this group looks like.
We need to have like an NBA Jam, music playing at all times.
Yes, honestly, after Thursday night, I mean, we felt we were talking way too loud Thursday night. So
Sanaya Cook gets the tip against Kim Henry. Lake Hamilton has the ball first. Last time these two teams played that wasn't a scrimmage game was February of 23, 57-28 win for the Eagles. They're going to get Kim Henry on a quick foul on Amaya Easter.
yeah, a little bit of a late rotation there defensively once again.
is that a matchup, or are they just playing a really, really soft man-to-man?
It was kind of tough for me to tell just from the first possession. I can get Barry back to you on the second one, Sam. I got you.
Amaya Easter misses the first free throw. All tied up at 0.
Like you said, Chad, no matter what you put out there, this is all underclassmen with one senior. I mean, it's a totally different lineup, but still only one senior on the court for Vilonia. Future's
you got,
bright.
2 juniors, 2 sophomores, and a senior for the Lady Eagles. Bucks pass taken away by Desaya Kristen.
Led her a little too far.
Simon comes up with the rebound.
Look in transition.
Quick shot. Mannion takes the 18-footer. Hot potato on the rebound. They're going to say it's Lake Hamilton ball.
And I mean, I think I can speak. You know, you play in these tournaments. It's a Saturday. It's early in the day. It's just it's a weird time to have the game. So I can understand if it's a slow start for both sides. It's just a weird feeling around playing on a Saturday in the middle of the afternoon.
Kylan Kinney already in for the Eagles. Haven Buck takes a rest. Not even a minute gone by in the first. Shot up, no good. Kim Henry gets the rebound. Eagles on the move. Kinney out ahead. Middleton, shot fake. 8-footer off. Henry comes up with it. She's got a bear hug on her.
She did.
That's a foul.
Yeah, but good job by Kim Henry fighting. That's the one thing we did see in the Springdale Harbor game, Chad. She was fighting in the paint for those rebounds in that game.
Yeah, foul on Desaya Kristen. Middleton from the elbow is good.
I mean, leave Sydney Middleton mid-range by herself. That's a bold strategy, to say the least.
Yeah, you don't want to leave her open. 2-0, first points of the game by either side.
You got to be ready here. Communications defensively.
Nice defense on the backside. Maddie Mannion disrupts Haley Ferguson's shot.
Great recovery there.
Yeah, they're going to say Sydney kind of pushed off a little bit whenever she was trying to get into a step back.
Sydney found herself in foul trouble Thursday night. Not sure how it went. It probably didn't matter since it was a blowout last night, but got to see Sydney stay out of foul trouble.
And you're seeing early full court pressure by the Lady Eagles, too, something they did not do until late in the fourth quarter against Springdale Harbor.
Well, you know, I think Coach Simon probably knew Harbor had the speed. Didn't really mess with that here. He knows they can disrupt that half court.
And there you go. Simon and Kinley right there put the pressure on her, made her travel with the ball.
Who's Kinley? Oh, Kyle and Kinney. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You hear?
Kyle Kinney. Okay. I'm still waking up to the season.
Kylan Kinney, another one of the Eagles seniors. Henry gets tipped out by Desaya Kristen. You got Kinney and Simon in there. A little different look for the Lady Eagles. Mannion from way downtown looks good, is good.
Man, the net did not even move on that.
You're just thinking the same thing. Net's not even moving. Wow.
But no, that's what you like to see. The confidence to shoot that shot. That's what you like to see from Mannion.
Yeah, that was a 21-footer without hesitation. Makes it 5-0. Lake Hamilton with the offensive rebound. Jump ball. Good heads-up play by Kylan Kinney to get the ball back for the Eagles. Here comes Camilla Graham checking in for the Wolves.
Really back-to-back, almost back-to-back turnovers there with the, keeping the ball low, and she got her hands on it. Plus she got the turnover down here with the travel. So great play so far.
A little different lineup for the Wolves as well. They've had 22 Sarah Landrum in the starting lineup. She didn't start today. Don't think she's been out there yet either. So
very aggressive play by Lake Hamilton. I like to see some backdoor cuts if we can get there.
And that's, again, kind of whenever the offense goes stagnant, it feels like at points. That's what can lead to.
We are at the 5-minute mark, first quarter, last round of the Lady Cat Invitational. Lake Hamilton taking on Vilonia. Puckett's three, no good. Rebound, Sydney Middleton. She takes it all the way, draws the foul, and will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, good job, Sydney, being strong there. Good move over the top, getting that foul.
You could see it. How she split the defenders was really, really nice.
I haven't seen Katie Simon shoot a whole lot. Is she a three-point threat? She was out in the corner.
She's a three-point threat as well.
Okay.
She can shoot the ball a little bit.
So Sydney had options. In come the Burnham twins, both Brooklyn and Brianna. 4:42 left in the first.
It's speeding up, Chad.
Chad, I wouldn't count anybody out from the three-point line on this Lady Eagle
I think
team.
that's a fair statement right there, Connor.
Sure, very good. Love that. Sydney goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 7-0 lead for the Eagles. Taken away. Burnhams are fresh, which no one wants. Oh! And Brooklyn already dealing with some injury maybe to the hip, and that's the first thing that happens. Oh, yeah, he can see that.
She came down on that left hip, it appeared.
All right, Brooklyn trying to tough it out, both elbow and hip. Tough fall there.
Chad, as soon as they got in the game, both Burnhams, they cause that turnover, get the ball right back, and get a chance to make the old-fashioned 2 points.
And even through the pain, Brooklyn Burnham nails the free throw. Free throws are tough enough in a quiet gym like this, and she's, yeah.
And speaking of free throws, Chad, if I'm correct, the free throw percentages from the Springdale Harbor game was something I'm sure Coach Simon harped on.
Yeah, they shot less than 50% from the free throw line against Harbor. So far tonight, 4 for 4.
Y'all think that starting in a big gym versus it's more open, kind of your depth perception's off.
Yeah.
You're used to playing in a small gym, practicing every day. A little different.
Timeout called. We'll take a timeout as well and be right back after this.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia Athletics, Linda Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
It's the nest.
And we're back here from Conway High School. Burnham's continue to disrupt that half court. Driving up the score, there's Brooklyn again. She's got a quick 4 points, matching Sydney Middleton's 4 points. Foul called on Sydney. That's her second. 2 quick fouls. We're not even halfway through the first quarter.
That's one thing she's going to have to watch this year is just not get into foul trouble.
These are the times to get that all ironed out here.
And this is a time where getting a lot of players some playing time in this non-conference and these kind of tournaments can help in those situations whenever we run into them come, when we're playing Little Rock Christian or teams in state tournament.
Yep.
23 finally gets the Wolves on the board. Haley Ferguson, first points of the day for the Lady Wolves.
Midland took a chance, on that pass. Almost had it. Good shot there on the other end.
11-2 lead for the Eagles. They're going to call Haley Ferguson on that off-the-ball foul. Sydney Middleton.
There's your back cut play there, Sam.
Yeah,
they tried it.
I don't think it was there, but we got, she helped us out there. So I do like the back cuts.
Yeah, especially when they're over aggressive, and that led to her.
Yep.
She was getting beat by Sydney on that. So
yes, she was.
So we're going to have a travel on Kim Henry there.
Tough pass for Henry to handle. Mannion inbounding. Bree Burnham, again, fresh Burnham's off the bench halfway through the first quarter. Not good if you're the opponent. And they kind of brought the energy up for the whole team. Everybody's kind of feeding off that. You like to see that.
There's another deflection by Burnham, and then a pass out to her sister. And, wow, just like that, instant impact.
Blake Conley, head coach for Lake Hamilton, wanted a travel or something different.
Shouldn't it be 11-2 Vilonia?
It should be 11-2.
Yep, it should be.
It was 11-2, and now it's not. Somebody from Lake Hamilton's book just talked to the scorekeeper.
Maybe the game's handicap, Chad.
Well, it's not going to matter. Maddie Mannion misses first free throw. You can have your 2 points. That's a golf thing, right? I've never seen that in high school basketball.
Little handicap, sandbagging.
12-2. I don't care what Conway says. Eagles continue, and Coach Conley takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. Hopefully our bookkeeper is on top of that score discrepancy. We'll be right back after this message. And we are back here after the Lake Hamilton timeout. Eagles continue the pressure. What is going on?
I'll say, yeah, shouldn't that? I guess it might have reset there, Connors. Brooklyn Burnham gets the layup.
It's all right, Ben.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. Hold on a second.
Not a problem. Oh, good. We got the action here for you.
There is Sanaya Cook
There we go.
You know,
Sorry,
you
my
think
fault.
you got a
All
shot
good.
as the opponent. You got a shot, and then all of a sudden, Kim Henry closed quickly. There's a hand in the face on every shot. Austin.
Yeah, there is. And that's the one thing you like to see, the great speed to go out and close out on them.
Quick
So
close
great.
out.
Looks
Yeah.
like they fixed it.
Looks like.
Still-
Brooklyn did hit the layups
14,
while the
14-2.
Oh.
camera stuff.
Lake Hamilton in the bonus with 5 fouls sends Sydney Middleton to the free throw line.
Well, I think Kobe Simon is over there with the book. I don't know if he's going to contest it. But
Hey, listen, if there's anyone I trust with the book, it's Kobe Simon, okay?
I don't know if he'll go contest that.
Sydney hits another free throw,
Yeah.
makes it 16-2.
I'm just gonna go ahead and jinx us here, but I don't think we've missed. We're 100% from the line right now, right?
No, Mannion's
No.
already missed it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry.
It's all right.
You trying to jinx? Were you trying to
I'm
jinx
just
it,
trying.
Sam?
Yes.
That's a
just
jump
trying.
ball.
Who paid you off from Lake Hamilton?
Why are you wearing
Again.
maroon and gold, Sam?
Well, they need help. I'm here to
Clearly.
be their advocate.
They're trying to get it from the Conway scorekeeper. It's not going to work. 16-2. 2:36 left here in the first.
Still fighting for it.
Lake Hamilton.
Listen, I just want to say this is a Vilonia broadcast, so to anybody at Lake Hamilton listening to this broadcast, I apologize.
I mean, I'm just saying. I was
is
sitting
a
at the
Vilonia
game just one
basketball
short week ago when it was 72-44. And I'm not saying it's going to devolve to that. It's obviously it means more this week. Lake Hamilton's going to fight for it. And there
He
is
almost made it.
Bree Burnham. That was something that really was happening a lot the other night.
Yeah.
A lot of the Burnhams were just
They were
flying all
they
over
were
the
flying
place.
all over the place, fighting in the paint for position down low, and then also just taking a lot of shots there. But good job going to the basket there. See if she can get some points here at the free throw line.
And a swish for Bree
I didn't know
Burnham.
how else to
I didn't-
finish it,
I
so
didn't-
I was like
I
trying to
didn't-
say it slow enough where I
was,
didn't.
I was just gonna say
anything.
if she missed it, it's all my fault.
Austin just stopped talking.
I was
at
like,
the
and
end
we'll
of that.
see how she does at free throw line.
Dang
See
it.
that? See now I did it again.
Oh,
That time.
Austin. All right, they're still 8 for 10 from the free throw line here tonight. So far, much better than against Harbor. I have a feeling they have had.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going to call push off on Sophie Puckett, sophomore guard for Lake Hamilton.
That foul is on number 2, Sophie Bucket. It's her first foul.
And I thought she was leaving, but she's getting the ball.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I did too. I was like, where's she
Brianna
going?
Burnham has left the building.
We got a bloody nose. What's up?
Yeah, okay. I didn't see the ball going off.
Me either.
I thought she was just done with it.
She has had enough of this game.
Yeah.
She's- you know,
I mean, it is 17-2.
I don't know how you spot the ball on the sideline there or on the baseline after the push on the sideline, but it's whatever.
Very strange, but we'll take it. Last round of the Lady Cat. There's a jumper. Middleton's too strong.
That's two that were just off on that left side. So let's try the right side.
Lake Hamilton content around the perimeter. Three-point shot. No good by Emily Abernathy. Eagles on the move. Find Brooklyn. Sydney thought about the 24-footer. Takes the floater and gets it.
good ball movement there. Good ball movement.
As a former Pee Wee coach, I love using the backboard. It's there.
Is
for
that
a
your
reason.
go-to, Sam?
It's there for a reason.
Sam likes the glass.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout called, I believe, by Lake Hamilton. Either way, we will take a timeout as well and be right back after these messages.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area. Providing personal knowledge and years of experience, they keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
All right, we are back here, still in the first quarter. Feels like it's lasting an eternity. It is 19-2, minute 39 left, or so the scoreboard says. Here in the first.
I think, Chad, if you slowly say the score louder, they'll eventually.
19-2. Let's see if that works. All right, now we're going to the sideline. They're just trying out different spots to inbound. Just trying them all out. Nice inbound pass to Sophie Puckett. Wolves tried to go fast on the Eagles. That's not normally going to work for you against a really fast Eagle team. Haven Buck back in the game. She came out with less than a minute gone by in the game. She's back in now. That is a travel. Yeah. Sarah Landrum took too many steps. It's going to be Eagle ball.
I'd like to see somebody go off with a three. Some three-point barrages here. Maybe Mad Dog can get it going.
Well, again, like I thought, I just like seeing, good movement and the confidence to shoot the three-point shot. That's what I like to see a lot today.
We know we can drive, and it looks like we're finishing well as well, making free throws when we get fouled. So let's see we got to work on our outside game today a little bit.
Eagles doing a lot of cutting, no one getting open.
Down to 7 on the shot clock.
Yep. Brianna drives, draws the foul. She will head back to the free throw line.
And that's something we saw a bit during that Springdale Harbor game, was sometimes just trying to get those cuts. They weren't working. Next thing you know, there's 7 seconds on the shot clock. You're well behind the three-point line, and you just feel like you just got to force your way to the basket.
Yeah, there were a lot of possessions the other night where they used up every bit of the shot clock. I mean, for them to only score 49 points, that's a low total for the Lady Eagles. Apparently, Maddie Mannion was under the weather.
Yes.
Brooklyn Burnham dealing with some hip issues, maybe.
And you're starting the very first game of the year against a possible 7A contender. 6A. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Yes,
So,
you're right. You're right. That's a tough ask on the first game of the season.
And you talk about the speed of the game and getting ready. You're not going to see speed like that probably until postseason, honestly. Speed that they saw in that game.
Yeah, they were fast, big. They could shoot.
Probably a little shell shock.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing we've talked about with, I hate bringing it up, but whenever we play Greenwood, it feels like that same thing, like the shell shock of it at the start of games, and you get behind early and you're playing catch-up the rest of the way.
Well, and that's the thing. Over the last 2 years, both seasons, not a lot. In the conference play, they're just used to running roughshod over the competition.
But that's why Coach Simon gets them in tournaments like this Conway tournament the last 2 years, and unfortunately, they didn't get the first one, but again, the experience of playing that Springdale Harbor team is great.
Nice cut by Brooklyn Burnham. Nice pass by Sydney Middleton. Brooklyn's got 8. It is 22-4. And now Vilonia is in the bonus.
That was on number 23, Maddie Minton. That's her second.
Did he say
Minion? He's sticking
Minion
with the
again?
Minion. He's
All
sticking
right.
with the Minion.
It's maybe the A looks like an I. Maybe it's handwritten. That's the thing about early season, man. It's hard to get a good roster from Scorebook Live or Max Preps or any of them. They're all
the Mannion Minions. What we're going to start calling her.
Hey, she's got some minions. There's a lot of Pee Wee basketball Eagle girls that look up to Maddie.
She does have minions. That's perfect.
Maddie's Minions. There it is.
Maddie's Minions. Need to get that trademarked.
Well, it's probably not necessary. It is.
Can I just say this has felt like the longest first quarter ever?
Yeah, 10.9 seconds left. No shot clock, obviously. The scoreboard keeps changing.
I know.
It's crazy.
Line is right, though.
Still wrong. Middleton from downtown. Not able to hit, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 22-6. Both Sydney Middleton and Brooklyn Burnham with 8 points. Connor, tell us about those sponsors.
Our Dominico sponsors, Centennial Bank and Santa Cecilia Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors: Collier Roofing, D&N Construction, HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry. Also platinum sponsors: Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Realty, Z&E Trucking. Gold Eagle sponsors: B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, Daniel Hudson, J.C. Thornton and Company. Also Gold Eagle sponsors: El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Family Hardware, Money Electric, Rideout Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration. Silver Eagle sponsors: Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue's Shock Insurance, The Ivy, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy. And the sponsor of this MWC Lady Cat Invitational Tournament, HSA Engineering.
All right, thank you, Connor, for that. Chad had to run off really quick. He'll be right back. So what we're going to talk right here as the second quarter is just about to get started. Sam, there's a lot to like from the Lady Eagles in that first quarter.
There is. I mean, we started a little slow. As soon as the Burnhams come in, man, everything just changes, right? The whole persona of the team, you can feel the energy level pick up, and wow, they haven't missed a beat since.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton on offense to start the second quarter here.
Good move.
And up and under, Kristen getting the bucket there for Lake Hamilton. Making it a 20-8 game here as we get the second quarter underway. Final round of this Wampus Cat Invitational. Like we talked about, great experience for these Lady Eagles playing in this tournament. Middleton on the drive, stops them at mid-range. Looking for Kim Henry on the baseline.
Yep.
Could not connect, and Chad Hearn is back. Chad, back to you for play-by-play.
Thanks, guys. Sorry, I got a tiny bladder today. So it looked like Desai Kristen got a bucket in for Lake Hamilton early here in the second. 22 still to 8.
And, you know, they got some size, you know, if you look at them. Definitely got more size than us. We got more speed. But if I was Lake Hamilton, I'd be trying to get it down low a lot today because
I don't have heights for 21-22, but really, I mean, they've got a 5'11 and a 5'10.
Just
got a
good
couple
size
of 5'11s.
overall. I mean, they're not puny. I mean,
No, they good size.
Good to see Sydney get up there. They were trying that cut across screen, and Lake Hamilton just gave her a solid knockdown to the floor on it.
Saturday afternoon SmackDown, Austin.
Speaking of, did y'all watch the fight last night? I was very
No, because I knew how exactly it would go.
so disappointed.
It did not. It went as well as it probably could have, I guess, for a 58-year-old Mike Tyson.
Well, and half the country couldn't watch it because of Netflix.
That is true.
I was watching it, but the sad thing is Father Time is still winning.
Yep, it's undefeated.
Yeah, except the whole world wanted Paul to lose.
We know that, but I mean, after the very first round, he took a few steps and jabs, and then he was like breathing hard.
Did
and
you actually watch it?
Yeah,
you took the time.
we watched it.
I mean,
it was
how about
sad.
the guy fight somebody that's not 58 years old?
Here's the thing. I think Paul could have knocked him out in the second or third round if he really wanted to, and he took it easy on him. But
what you really want to see here,
respect for the for his
what you really want to see here is these Lady Eagles
Yes,
knock out the Lake
thank you,
Hamilton
Connor.
Wolves out of the MWC
speaking
Lady
of-
Cat Invitational.
Yes, thank you for putting it back on topic, Connor.
And Amaya Easter gets away with the travel and scores.
There you go. They cut it to
And
10, guys.
timeout call by Coach Simon. It is still 22-10.
In your book.
And this is, I mean, I'm keeping up with it here. But anyway, timeout call. We'll take a quick time. I'll be right back after this.
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&A Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&A Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&A Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&A Construction, a winning team.
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
After the Eagle timeout, I still have 22-10. They've got 20-10 here locally. Simon obviously is going off of that. Lake Hamilton trying to get back in this thing here early. 6:10 left in the second.
This is 5 guards now. Henry comes out. You
Yep.
got 5 capable three-point shooters.
Not only that, 5 people who can drive and kick as well.
And then, you get it stolen. But as I say that.
Wolves on the move. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Desaya Kristen, and the putback.
Yeah, she's been really the factor so far in the game for Lake Hamilton, kind of getting it back in it. They've started feeding her down on the low block.
Yep.
Kristen, a junior, started last year as a sophomore on that really good Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves team out of the 5A South. Definitely looking better here today than they did a week ago. Keeping it close. Middleton drives, kicks out to Mannion. Nice defense by the Wolves. Throws off Mannion's shot. Brooklyn gets assaulted, still comes up with it. Throws away to Sanaya Cook. Now the Wolves on the move. Kristen versus Mannion. There is Sanaya Cook on the offensive rebound and draws the foul.
Yeah, the inside is where right now is where Lake Hamilton's getting the advantage and getting back into this ball game.
That's what I was saying.
Yep.
Like, if I was them, that's where I'm going to try to get back into this. And here comes Kim Henry as we speak. So you would think Lake Hamilton would not stay in that man-to-man because I think we could beat it a lot. But they do respect our three-point shooting, obviously, to stay in the man-to-man. So
this is all my fault. I did take it serious enough after last week. I put too much stock in a scrimmage game. According to the scoreboard, it is a 7-point game now. Got the friendly bounce on the first one, not on the second one. Eagles come up with the rebound. Mannion gets herself open, shoots, and scores.
That was so pretty.
She's got 7 points on the afternoon.
Yep. Great looking shot there by Mannion. Once again, just the confidence to shoot that shot.
She squares her body up so well.
Yep.
I mean,
she's a shooter, pure shooter. Floater up and good by Haley Ferguson. And Coach Jeremy Simon calls another timeout. Eagles with an 8-point lead. We'll be right back after this. Quick.
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
And we are back after that Eagle timeout. Coach Simon trying to keep his Lady Eagles focused here, trying to get away with a win here. It is early still, over 4 minutes left here in the half.
Man, very aggressive.
Defense by Sophie Puckett.
Yeah, Puckett's all over a sudden. You're not making another one. You've had 2 or 3, no more.
And they're going to call Bree Burnham out of control there on that drive. Good kick out to Katie Simon.
Right. And we saw that at points sometimes in the first game. And it wasn't just the Burnhams. It was just a lot of them out of control sometimes going into the paint.
And there you see the downside of the pressure. And a three-pointer by Haley Ferguson.
Wow.
Makes it a 5-point game. And all of a sudden, the pressure has ratcheted up here at the Lady Cat Invitational.
Yeah, right now just look to get a good possession right now. Just look something.
Yeah, Sydney down there getting triple teamed, and we try to throw it in, and then Lake Hamilton gets a foul called on the Eagles. Some more substitutions.
Going back to that guard lineup, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of speed out there right now.
But that puts us, if they want to go to Kristen on the inside, they got a pretty good matchup.
Yeah. Again, that's what I would be doing if I was like Hamilton. But on the other end, we just have looked out of sync the last couple of possessions.
Well, and what they were doing with Kim Henry out there with the basketball. They were basically just double teaming Sydney in the post. They were giving Kim
they
Henry
had
that
three
shot.
guys around her. Yeah.
Kristen on Brooklyn, kicks out to Puckett. Back to Kristen, drives, and scores. She is keeping the Wolves in this game.
She is. She's been aggressive scoring and taking advantage of it, like Sam pointed out very early on. It's almost like they're listening to you, Sam.
And all of a sudden, those 2 points do matter.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking, Chad.
25-20.
It really is 25-20, but surely Simon knows that, and he's probably going to talk to somebody at the half.
I mean, at this point, honestly, if it hasn't been noticed by now, I don't think it will be noticed.
Bree with the floater gets off the back iron, no good.
Got to be careful, no fouling here.
Oh, great defense by Sydney Middleton. That was a predetermined foul before it ever went down. You hate to see that.
That's her third foul, I believe.
Foul, yep. Come on now. And just like that, Eagles have 4 fouls with 2:57 left. We're about to have a tie ball game, guys.
Yep.
I mean, wow.
But once again, this is another good opportunity for the Lady Eagles, responding in adversity. We like seeing that early in this non-conference. We talked about how difficult Simon makes the non-conference. Yeah. Here's some adversity, a great run by Lake Hamilton. How are you going to respond these final 3 minutes?
I was going to say 18-5 run by the Lady Wolves on the Eagles, and you just don't see that.
Kim Henry with the offensive rebound. The putback, no good. Eagles not able to hit some high percentage shots down low. And all of a sudden, Lake Hamilton has got all the momentum. 3-point shot up. Fortunately, does not go in.
Yeah.
And that's
getting good looks.
Call that. A lot of physicality. Bree drives.
Nice pass. Nice. Oh.
And they're going to call her for another offensive foul. Brianna Burnham out of control, going through the lane. Good kick out, but got to avoid the contact.
Guys, that shot should count. That is an off-ball foul after the ball is out of the hands.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
The girl did not, well,
Connor's right. Yeah, Connor's right, though. It was after the ball was out of her hands, so if anything.
And after the ball's out of Katie Simon's hands.
Exactly.
But the girl did not set up to take a charge. She just kind of ran into her from the side. So I don't know. Controversial. We need to score. We need a good look.
Got to look for a good offensive set. Again, with Sydney Middleton out of the game, what are the sets going to look like without your senior leader out there?
Right now, it's a lot of just one-on-one dribbling. We need to get some passes going there. That looks better.
Oh, Havenbuck gets open. Left hand. She is left-handed, and I can't ever remember that. Looked like it might have gotten away with the travel. Wolves on the move now. Eagles still having trouble with the high percentage shots.
We got fortunate there. It looked like there was a little bit of miscommunication on who's stopping who in transition there.
How are you going to call a walk there?
She's dribbling.
I think she said she took a step back without a dribble.
Catching the ball landed with the foot.
I thought she had her pivot foot established, and then she took a step back with the other.
That's what happened.
It messed up the ref. I think it looked unnatural, but it was right.
All right, we are just a minute and a half away from halftime. Eagles continue to fight. Mannion comes up with the takeaway.
Got numbers here.
Oh,
this ref, you pointed to this ref.
Right here. She called block. He called.
Yeah. What I don't like is you're going to point to this ref, and then you're going to make
go
a call.
that way. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, she actually had a better look at it. She's looking right at
I was about to say,
her. He is not seeing everything, I don't think, from the backside. But anyway.
Okay. All right, it is still a 2 or 4 point lead for the Eagles here. A minute left in the second.
Again, the big thing, watch for Kristen. She's going to look to go into that low block.
Good double team.
Yep, and that was a good job by Mannion, them realizing it. Good double team in the post there. Now let's just try to get this back to a 2-possession lead at least going into the break. It's something you want to feel good about.
I mean, the turnovers it's not like really as much sloppy ball handling. It's just being out of control a little bit. So.
Yeah, and that's only the third team foul called in this entire second quarter against the Wolves. 49.5 seconds left, a fresh 35 for the Lady Eagles. Sydney Middleton continues to sit this out with 3 fouls. You got Katie Simon, who's played a lot of this ball game, Haven Buck as well. Mannion trying to get open.
They had her. If she would have thrown it half a second sooner, she would have had a shot there.
Yeah.
Wolves doing a great job on transition defense. Eagles not able to get the offense going.
Down to 7 on the shot clock.
Mannion finds Buck. Can't hit. Brooklyn gets the rebound. She can't hit. And they're going to call a foul.
Missed a foul, then call a foul. Could have been a jump ball. Just a little out of sync. Maybe we'll go in at the half.
Honestly, the good thing is this is in the second quarter. They have a full halftime to up to figure things out. That's the one positive.
They can come out like they did to start the game. We got to score. Yep. You can't set up your press unless you score.
Exactly. And looks like Sydney Middleton, Kim Henry both going to check into the game. I think they're going to try to obviously get one more possession here. Sydney just needs to be careful and not pick up a cheap foul like she did at the end of the first half in the Springdale Harbor game.
I mean, they basically have told Lake Hamilton, we're going to let you stay around and feel like you've got some confidence that you can be in this game.
10 seconds left in the second. Middleton brings the ball up for the Lady Eagles. Good defense by the
shoot
Wolves.
it.
You got Brooklyn. That's going to be a foul on Haley Ferguson.
Well, with .1, is there really anything?
There's nothing you can do. You can't even tip it.
Yeah, and by the rule book, that's just the half.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't.
By the rule book, that's the half, but obviously, we're going to pass it down.
Okay. I was about to say, there's really nothing they can do. Yeah.
It was close. All right, we end the half with quite a ball game going on here. It's 23-22 according to the scoreboard. We're going to take a timeout here, regroup ourselves. I might go have a conversation with the scorekeepers down there, and we'll be right back after all these wonderful messages.
Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite is a family-owned company with years of experience. We strive to exceed our customers' expectations. Whether it's a new construction or a remodel you're looking for, Santa Cecilia Design and Eagle Granite has a large selection of granite, quartz, and marble to choose from. Contact us today at 501-835-1559 or come see us at 6136 Getty Drive in Sherwood, Arkansas. You can also scan below to follow us on Facebook and on TikTok.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia Athletics, Lena Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering. and engineering starts with education.
Vilonia Realty is family owned and operated in the heart of Vilonia. Johnny and Jackie Falks, Jill Bonema, and Jared Falks, all realtors and Vilonia alumni, serve the Central Arkansas area. Providing personal knowledge and years of experience, they keep your transaction flawless from start to close. Introducing the Eagle Loyalty Program. For every closed transaction through the end of 2024, Vilonia Realty will donate $250 to the school organization of your choice, including sports foundations, Beta, FFA, and more. You support local business, and together we support our schools. It's a slam dunk. Go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of DNA Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. DNA Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call DNA Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and DNA Construction, a winning team.
I'm Brian Lane. Lane Family Dentistry has been serving the dental needs of Vilonia for over 18 years. I live in the community, my kids go to school here in the district, and my family also attends church in Vilonia. This is my home. At Lane Family Dentistry, we provide many services such as Botox, dermal fillers, aligners to straighten teeth, implants, tooth whitening, and smile makeovers. We also treat sleep apnea. Call Lane Family Dentistry. We are a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles. Go Eagles!
When it comes to your roof, the cost of a repair or replacement can be overwhelming. You need a reliable team to address problems and prevent potential or additional damage to your property. If you have concerns about your roof, you can count on the Collier Roofing team to use their eagle eyes to not only evaluate it, but also develop a solution that's best for you. At Collier Roofing, we have over 50 years of combined experience. We are local, family-owned and operated business that strives to do our very best every day. From our team to yours, go Eagles!
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
Last night I had the strangest dream. I sailed away to China in a little rowboat to find you, and you said you had to get your laundry clean. Didn't want no one to hold you. What does that mean? And you said, ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down. Oh no, I got to.
And we are back here, halftime, 1:45 left before we get into the second half. 23-22. I went down and had a conversation with the scorekeeper. Somehow I gave Brooklyn Burnham an extra field goal in the first quarter. I don't agree with that, but I'm going to just take it what it is. We're going to go officially 23-22. Austin, not a, first quarter was great. Looked like we were in the driver's seat. Second quarter, all of a sudden we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, I mean, it was, if I'm correct, it was 20-6 at the end of the first quarter. So, I mean, 3 points in the second quarter for the Lady Eagles offensively, and that was off a Maddie Mannion three-pointer, really, if I'm correct. But nonetheless, the offense really just nothing was clicking there. And also what helped with Lake Hamilton, something Sam pointed out, Kristen, they started going inside to her more and more and more. And the Lady Eagles, you talked about, they just missed a lot of shots close to the basket, too. So a couple of easy things that the Lady Eagles can fix in the second half, and they could easily get this lead back out to 14.
Well, like you said, I think we had 17 in the first quarter, 5 points in the entire second quarter of that. So, and a lot of that was because we just kept turning the ball over because I think we were trying to force things. I think they felt like, okay, we got to score because they were just chipping away at us and kind of just forcing some things. Just got to take a step back here. I think Coach Simon will come out with a good second half plan. I think we'll see a little run by the Lady Eagles here to start.
All right, out of that first half, Sydney Middleton with 8 points, half of those from free throws. Mannion was 7, Brooklyn Burnham was 6, Bree Burnham with 2. Only 4 Eagles with points on the board, 23 points in an entire half. Not customary for the Lady Eagles.
No.
All right, we are about ready to get underway. Hopefully Coach Simon made some adjustments here at half. Lady Wolves have the ball first in the second half.
And something else that we talked about, Sam, with not making the shots, the Lady Eagles haven't been able to set up their press, which they had a ton of success with in that first quarter.
Wide open, Haley Ferguson gets the lead for the first time today for the Lake Hamilton Lady Wolves. This is the 5th place game in the Lady Cat Invitational, round 3.
I think we just fell asleep on that other end right out of
well,
halftime.
And there's just been a couple in the Springdale Harbor game. There was a lot of missed post opportunities when Sydney got what looked like good position, and they just overthrew it.
Brianna Burnham, great defense, comes away with the steal, and that is a foul. I'm going to sit down.
Nonetheless, Brianna Burnham with the layup.
Sorry, I did that in the boys' game and forget that I'm calling the ball, turned into a homer. Here we go. All tied up, 25, 7 minutes left here in the third. That was a quick minute. Wolves with the possession. Brianna with a great hustle play.
Gotta be ready to help in the post.
There's Kristen. Got to be strong on that rebound. That's a travel. Yep. And it's going to be Lady Eagle ball. Got to be strong on those rebounds. Get them in, get them tucked in, and don't let the Wolves get them poked away.
Yeah, that was a good job on the defense with Kristen. Whenever she was in the post, we had 3 or 4 go down against her. That's what we're going to have to do in the post, Sam. That's what we got to do.
All right, let's see what the Lady Eagles can do set up here on offense. Not necessarily in transition.
Now, I don't know if y'all noticed that, and it may be part of the game plan, but just right then, I think Brooklyn had she could have shot that. She gave it up for something else, but I don't know if it's just if it's lacking confidence in your outside shot right now.
Well, and we talked about, just a lot of missed close shots to the basket in the first half. You just wonder just overall what the confidence level is.
Good pass by Middleton, couldn't handle it for Kim Henry. Goes out of bounds.
Yeah,
Eagles
good thought.
Continue. Yeah, it was.
But you could have made that. You could have made that layup. She had the lane. She could have shot that. But
the good news, though, with this is the Eagles are able to get some pressure on Lake Hamilton, at least courtesy of that, which is something they weren't able to do in that second quarter because they didn't get a lot of shots to fall in that second quarter.
I heard that from here. I heard a big slap.
That's going to be 3 on Bree.
33.
Wow.
Brianna Burnham, that's her third foul, team foul number 1.
All right, so we've got Middleton and Brianna Burnham both with 3 fouls here early in the third. Simon makes no changes. Lake Hamilton having a better shooting performance for sure outside of that first quarter.
Good hands. Ooh.
Yeah, again,
Got to be ready to swing it.
double
There it
team.
is.
Brooklyn drives
Oh, that's too
and
easy.
scores.
And that started with a great pass out of the post.
She's cutting right, like they think she's going in the middle, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden just, man, cuts hard left, and there's nobody there.
Yeah, that started with the double team on Sydney.
Yep.
She was fortunately able to get that ball out to Brooklyn Burnham, who made him pay for the double team.
Oh,
Nice defense. The rejection by Kim Henry.
And numbers.
Eagles on the move. Mannion left hand is good.
Now that was some really good defense by the Eagles, and then transition like we've seen a million times, Sam.
Oh, yeah.
Maddie Mannion with her first 2-point field goal of the afternoon. She's got 9 points now, the high score for the Lady Eagles.
You got to be careful now if you like Hamilton, because Vilonia on a little run and kind of smelling it.
They're
and
only up 4.
I'm just
Let's
saying.
not take the foot
you
off the gas
you-
yet.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Hamilton, I would expect maybe a timeout after that last transition play, but we'll see.
Coach Conley letting them play through it. Big rebound by Sanaya Cook
And
to Desaya Kristen, back to a 2-point lead for the Eagles.
yeah, I mean, Chad, we got to rebound the basketball a lot better than the way we are right now. Just the rebounding, giving them second chance opportunities there between Kristen and Cook. They got to box them out.
Yeah, Cook coming flying in there. Saved by Middleton. 15 on the
Yep.
shot clock.
We've tried to force a couple things inside. It's not there, so.
Middleton thought about the elbow, step back. Nice, unselfish play, Burnham to Burnham.
Great pass. Great passing again. You're seeing a lot of those plays that are setting up to it, and then there was a couple of turnovers off them, but catching the ball, finishing them there, working out good for the Lady Eagles.
She held her body up there, too. That could have been a charge if she didn't just come to a complete stop.
Yeah,
So
that's you got to learn from it. 3-point in and out for Puckett. Eagles fortunate that didn't go down. 4-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Mannion from way downtown.
Well, it's just a little short. I mean, it was there, just a little short.
But, I mean, like I just said, like seeing the confidence to take that shot, though.
Yeah.
That's what you like seeing.
I mean, that was
a good
about
look.
23-footer, too, so.
Simon admonishing the Eagles.
Yeah, I think
Be
he said,
ready.
"Are we
He
ready?"
said,
Yeah.
Be ready on defense.
What's some ball pressure?
And there is Kristen. Looked like an extra step. I guess not.
That was a foul.
And a reach.
Could have called a foul right there.
She's
didn't it?
laying on her. Anyway, Brianna to Mannion, open in the corner. That one was definitely
And
short.
number 4 on Sydney.
And
That foul was on number 5, Sydney Williams.
Yeah, that was just kind of like a positioning thing, just kind of
cheap,
whenever fighting for
I
that
say
rebound
cheap
there.
foul, but really she was just there to get the rebound and just, yeah, like you said, it was a position thing.
Yeah.
Simon and Buck back in for the Eagles. Middleton takes a seat with 4. Brooklyn Burnham checks out as well. She's the high scorer with 10 points for the Eagles.
And you wonder again, that second quarter when Sydney had the foul trouble, that's when the offense at points was its most stagnant. What can we do offensively to avoid stagnation like that in this third quarter?
Yep, good ball movement by the Wolves, moving it around.
Making it a little bit harder for them, I say, to drive, and then they do that.
Yeah.
But she traveled. Okay.
I mean, they've been doing that all day long. They call it some, they don't call it some. I just like to be consistent. Anyway, 31-27. Now we're under 3 minutes in the third. Eagles definitely look better here in the third than they did in the second. Trying to get out of here with a win. 5th place game. Kim Henry gets double teamed, fouled by
Probably
Puckett.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's one when she catches it, you don't like seeing her bring the ball down. Either go up with it or she had the kick back out to Brianna Burnham, but don't bring the basketball down whenever you're down in the paint.
Right.
The amount of times I heard that in the Pee Wee days, Austin.
Yeah. The amount of times I heard that in a few days.
Yeah, and Sam brought this up in the first half. Lady Wolves do have good size, and we have struggled against teams that really have a good low post presence combined with an aggressive point guard play. It's definitely given the Eagles some trouble here today.
Yeah, well, not just that. I mean, two people that hustle for rebounds, Kristen and Cook. I remember still the Benton from like 2 or 3 years ago. They had two girls that were really terrific rebounders that caused us a lot of issues when we played them.
Yeah, Ferguson and Cook got some good size, and when they can get inside the paint, it's hard. It's hard to stop them. You just got to hope they miss the shot.
That was the first points of the day for
good triple team.
Yep.
Kim Henry. Eagles definitely shooting better from the free throw line. Mannion
good
breaks
deflection.
that pass up. It's going to stay with Lake Hamilton.
But you see, they're not letting, because in the first half, they're letting Kristen kind of like back her way down there up against Kim Henry. Now you're seeing Sam, 2 or 3 of them, as soon as she's getting ready to do that, going out and closing in on her.
You got to have help defense. There it is again, help defense. Almost had her in a turnover.
It's off a foot, jump ball. That will go to the Eagles.
But you got to double team that in
Yep.
hopes that she's going to either turn it over, shoot a crazy shot, and they don't get it out to a wide open three-point shooter that's going to make a shot. That's
Absolutely,
what
and
you don't
also
want.
it comes down to when you do that, the communications and rotations defensively. 'Cause, I mean, you got in a 3v4 there. Whenever that happens, you got to be ready to communicate and rotate over quickly off that double team.
Right.
Eagles still with no Middleton, but Katie Simon, good cut, just couldn't get that layup to fall, and they're going to get her for the cheap
A little
foul.
frustration.
Just her second, I believe. And I think the PA announcer's mic has died. Just waiting to see if that's our second. Pretty sure it is. I'll tell you, though, I don't know how many points Josiah Kristen has.
Got to be at least double digits, I would think.
Well, they had, I don't know what happened there, but they're about to score again, I think.
What is happening?
Had a whistle.
She's got to come out if you stop the play.
I don't know what it was.
I was about to say,
She's got to come out.
Oh, did they say it was a cut? Possible cut?
Something. They caused something to stop play there.
I hate to be critical of the refs, but if you stop the play, she's got to come out.
Yeah.
They hit a 3 out of that.
Kristen makes some pay with a 3. She's definitely got double digits.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably the majority of those 30 points are number 21, Josiah Kristen. She was good last year as a sophomore. Continues that here as a junior. Kylan Kinney in for the Eagles. Eagles still trying to find something going when they get into their offensive sets. Things just kind of.
I mean, here they are again, way out there on the three-point line with 6 to shoot.
Good kick.
Mannion with a little bit of space.
Stay with it.
And the Eagles come up with the offensive rebound. We are now under a minute left in the third. 3-point lead for the Eagles.
Oh, man.
Trying to get it into Henry. Gets poked away. Wolves on the move. 2-on-2. Fast break. And that drugged that foot. And the Wolves, 32. Eagles, 33.
Again, it seems like the offense has gone a little bit stagnant again and is going to count it.
Yeah,
Good finish.
Got to count that.
By Rihanna Burnham, but it feels like the offense has been stagnant again ever since Middleton picked up that 4th foul. The offense just wasn't moving, but Brianna Burnham running in transition there, a really strong finish.
I know we want to come off those curls and get layups,
Right.
but I feel like there's only 2 people wanting to shoot the 3 out there, and it's Mannion and Middleton, and everybody else wants to not touch the 3-point shot. Like, could have had some looks, and I don't know if it's that's what we're going to do, or is it a confidence thing in my shot, outside of, 20 feet.
3-point play good for Brianna Burnham. Now Eagles back in that press defense. There's just barely a difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Turnover by the Wolves. Eagles will have an opportunity to hold for the last shot in the third quarter.
And honestly, with the way this third quarter's gone since Middleton went out that 4th foul, you can go up by 6 entering the 4th. You like where you're at right now.
It's been a game of runs for sure. Eagles were up big in the first.
See, there's another. They could have had it. But I mean, I like the high percentage. Don't get me wrong. But we're not going to sit down there and post somebody up in our size. You're going to have to slash to get there. Start about at the 15-foot mark.
All right, that's the end of the third. Let's hear about our sponsors. Connor.
Diamond Eagle sponsors, Centennial Bank and Santa Cecilia, Eagle Granite Marble. Platinum Eagle sponsors. Those are Collier Roofing, D&N Construction, HSA Engineering, Lane Family Dentistry, along with Linda Marie, Sims Electric, Vilonia Royalties, Z&E Trucking. Gold Eagle sponsors, B&B Siding and Windows, Civil Engineering Associates, Cypress Valley Meat Company, and Daniel Hudgens with J.C. Thornton Company. El Rancho, Flying Sea Ranch, Gray Lane, Lawrence Semi Hardware, Money Electric, Rideout Lumber with Casey Martin, Simon Roofing and Restoration. Silver Eagle sponsors, Bill Jones Real Estate, Harp's Hometown Fresh, Simple Simon's Pizza, Sweet House Donuts, Sue Shock Insurance, the IAV, Vilonia Chiropractic, and Vilonia Family Pharmacy. And the sponsor of today's game, of the whole tournament, is HSA Engineering.
All right, thank you, Connor. With that, Brooklyn Burnham has 12 points. She's the high scorer of the game. Mannion with 9, Middleton with 8, Bree Burnham with 7, Kim Henry with 2. So 6-point lead. Eagles find themselves in much better shape after 3 than they did after 2.
Yeah, and again, I just want to see how long we keep Middleton out here and what's the plan offensively when we can't get going in transition. When we got to run a half-court offense, what's the plan going to be there?
Kristen continues to cause trouble for the Eagles. Cuts the lead down to 4.
Yeah, just got to have better paint defense really as a whole there. I mean, that was just too easy for her.
Kylan Kinney still in the lineup for the Eagles. 3-point shot up and just bounces out for Bree Burnham. Middleton continues to sit out.
Wow.
Again. And they're lulling them to sleep. Sanaya Cook scores. Lead down to 2 now.
Yeah, I mean, and just kind of, the way it hit the rim, it just kind of threw everyone off there.
Kinney trying to find Mannion. It's a turnover. Wolves have numbers. And there's another offensive rebound for Sanaya Cook and a fresh 35. 3-point shot, no good. Kim Henry, big rebound.
I was about to say, yeah, she got hit on that.
How is that not a foul? Over the back, bumper.
Over the back's not a call anymore, Sam.
Well, physical.
Tough finish.
Brianna Burnham continues the onslaught of layups, gets it to a 40-36 lead. Timeout called. We're going to take a quick timeout as well and be right back after this. And we are back here after the timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. It's a 4-point lead for the Eagles, and they are going to continue the press defense. Lake Hamilton continues to get a lot of takeaways.
They got to go. That should be 10 seconds.
And it's going to be, I thought he was.
I think it was either out of bounds or it was going to be 10 seconds. Either way there. Good defense by the Eagles out of that timeout with that pressure.
And Sydney Middleton is in the game for the Eagles. She's got 4 fouls. Bree Burnham has 3. Brooklyn, top of the key, finds Middleton. Middleton
nice
out
kick
to Brooklyn. Yeah, got to shoot it. She dribbled collecting in the pass, and then got to just shoot it. 6:24 left in the game. Ooh.
Good defense again on that trap.
Desai Kristen, 21, has had a heck of an afternoon.
I like keeping around the perimeter, though. You got to be ready to communicate out there whenever they're looking to go in the post.
And they're trying to get it into Sanaya Cook, posting up on Brooklyn Burnham. And there is Middleton, who cannot
I was
get
about
her
to say,
fifth foul.
that's how we got to avoid that with communicating and rotating, because, you don't want Sydney fouling out of the game.
Haven Buck for 3.
Just in and out. Man, we had several like that. And maybe that is it. It's just the confidence isn't there yet with the shots to fall.
Ooh, I think just I don't know which one she was trying to go to there, but transition nonetheless.
3-on-1 fast break, shoved in the back and scores. Haven Buck will head to the free throw line for a 3-point opportunity, her first points of the game.
Yeah, we were really fortunate down there. They tried that lob pass. I couldn't tell if they were going to Cook or Christian there. Nonetheless, the way Eagles got out transition and now got a chance to add one more free throw line.
You know, I was really looking forward to a game that just wasn't that close. And this was not it.
Well, no, we still got conference play, Chad.
Oh,
we still
yeah.
got conference play.
I know. And this is what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want them to win, you know.
But like I said, having this kind of make these adjustments or deal with these kind of games in non-conference is the kind of thing Simon wants this Eagles team to face, knowing the difference in it and conference play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right now our girls seem too tactical. They're trying to take the game as X's and O's, and sometimes you just got to go play basketball.
Exactly.
And that's what we're not doing right now.
I mean, let's face it. This will be a team that'll be in the 5A state tournament that we're playing, more than likely. They'll be one of the top teams in the South. So,
yeah, they just didn't show everything or had a bad day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eagles have definitely
Good hustle by Middleton.
had not a great day shooting. I did see it.
I guess she stepped before she actually dribbled.
Yeah,
But
that's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked like.
It's hard. It's kind of like bang bang. I might let that go if I'm a ref because I don't see it. But
Well, and they've missed so many foots dragging on probably both sides. It's just, yeah. Still a 4-point lead for the Eagles. 4.5 left in the ball game. 3-point shot up and good for Haley Ferguson. Makes it a 1-point game. Brooklyn Burnham wide open.
nothing has
Simon
fell outside. Nothing.
had the rebound and got taken away.
Yeah, good trap. I was about to say there. Whenever we get them into those traps, they have not had any response for that. So if I'm the Eagles and defensive adjustments, I'm looking to trap a lot more here and make them overthink it because every time we've gotten them in a trap, whether in the back court or in the front court, they have had issue with it.
Eagles trying to hang on back to the traditional starting lineup for the season so far. 1-point game. Wolves ball can take the lead right here.
Just got to be ready to help on the inside.
Good hands.
Great defense. Thought the Eagles had come up with it. That's a coin toss. And it goes the Wolves' way. A lot of calls today have gone against the Eagles.
Yeah, but I mean, with that one, I mean, I'm sure Connor would agree too. I mean, that was just too close to call there.
Yeah,
I mean, that was.
Yeah, it was a coin toss.
Yeah.
It's going to
I
stay.
thought he's about to point the Eagles.
I know, me too.
That, Connor, would have been a makeup call.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely out on the Eagles. Fouls, fortunately, not an issue here in the fourth and final quarter. Sydney Middleton takes it away. Eagles with an opportunity to extend that lead out and should.
Yeah.
And again, once again, not a lot of movement offensively for this Eagle team. I mean, we're seeing Sydney dribbling out there. Not a lot of people cutting and helping.
Big screen by Kim Henry, and Sydney Middleton hits a critical 3-point shot.
Yep.
There's a lot of hand checks going on out there. They're not calling.
Yeah, Mom and Dad Middleton are not loving the no calls on a very physical Lake Hamilton defense. And I'm with them. I've said that.
Got to be ready to help here. We're going to go inside to Kristen.
Trying to get it in there.
Yeah, Cook posting up now. There's Kim Henry in there, not as able.
Good defense.
Stolen by Middleton with Brianna Burnham.
Good teamwork.
Passed back to Middleton off the glass.
That's the
just as planned, Chad. Just as planned.
Timeout called by Lake Hamilton. Just under 3 minutes left in the ball game. We'll take a quick timeout as well and be right back after this.
HSA Engineering proudly supports the Eagle student athletes. We would like to encourage all students to explore the STEM field, especially engineering, when considering a future career. Science, technology, mathematics, and even robotics are what make up the foundation of engineering, and engineering starts with education.
A loyal supporter of Vilonia athletics, Lena Marie's is located directly off Highway 64 West and offers hundreds of superior products under one roof. Your destination shopping spot for seasonal decor, boutique clothing items, and gifts from some of your favorite brands including Hobo, Willow Tree, Tyler Candle Company, and Aromatique. And don't miss our spacious fabric store covering all your quilting needs. Charlie's Corner offers a vast assortment of gear for the men in your life, offering everything from hunting boots to fine fragrances and everything in between. Charlie's Corner has something for everyone, including one of the largest selections of Hey Dudes in the South. Why leave Vilonia when you can find all the brands you love at Linda Marie's and Charlie's Corner? Go Eagles!
Tim Nolan, the owner of D&E Construction, has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles for many years. Tim Nolan supports all sports in the Vilonia School District. D&E Construction has been in business for 19 years with over 27 years of experience in all areas of construction. Call D&E Construction today for all your commercial and residential needs. The Vilonia Eagles and D&E Construction, a winning team.
And we are back here. Tight ball game.
Oh, yeah, she stepped on the line there.
Yep.
She actually put her fingers on the line, which was crazy. Good call, good catch.
Either way, turnover by the Wolves. 6-point lead for the Eagles. Just under 3 minutes left in this ball game, the third and final round of the MWC Lady Cat Invitational.
And you like to see a good possession here, kind of get some more breathing room.
And a foul called as Sydney was trying to get an easy layup. Ooh, she gets up just a little wobbly. Hopefully she is okay.
What's Sydney up to now? Point total.
13 points and the high score of the day. And even through the pain, hits the free throw. One at a time, Sam.
One at a time.
One at a time.
See what happens? You took it for granted, Chad.
No, I didn't. And I didn't say she hadn't missed a free throw all day. And then I thought it, and it still jinxed her. Taken away by Breonna Burnham, and the Eagles' speed finally making a difference here towards the end of the game. Mannion.
Right, it was the right idea. It was just too late. It was the right idea, though.
I see those cross-court passes, and I just go back to Nashville.
Yep,
at home.
That is word for word what I said Thursday night.
I just like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't.
And Greenwood, too.
It's not there. It's not there. Okay.
Doesn't work. Mannion thought about it. Eagles content to eat up a little shot clock here. Crossover by Middleton. She drives, takes control, and scores. Sydney Middleton.
The crossover, the hesitation.
You know it's
beautiful.
Coming. You know, it's like, it's quick shot. That's good. One and done. We need more one and done.
One and done opportunities right there.
2 minutes left in the ball game. Lake Hamilton looks like they might be running out of steam here towards the end, but I'm not going to say anything else because I have been wrong most of this game. And it's been a great game. If you don't care who wins, you like to see it closer than a blowout. I was looking for a comfortable win today. Middleton for three and hit. Sydney Middleton taking over.
She's heating up.
Reading the screen perfectly there, seeing them drop back, taking a really good three, and getting a little bit more breathing room. Not done yet, but a good amount of breathing room now.
Another steal.
And a smart move by Brooklyn Burnham to hit the brakes. As we approach a minute 15 left in the game, Middleton now with 19 points on the night. Brooklyn Burnham with 12, maybe 14 points. I'm still sticking to it. I'm going to go back and count the shots in the first half. As you guys are well aware, I don't like to be wrong, so I'm probably wrong. Another takeaway. Eagles with a 12-point lead. How in the world all of a sudden?
So we talk about just get a couple of stops defensively, you get one and done opportunities, leads to points like that, not giving them second chance. That's ultimately what's going to lead to it here, and then some great offense from Sydney Middleton to kind of get the lead up here late in the fourth.
Yeah, that's going to be on Puckett. I think
this gym just got really silent all of a sudden. It creeped me out there. It kind of I didn't know what happened.
Yeah, everybody just kind of held their breath.
I'll tell you what, good game coming up though. Little Rock Christian and Nashville. That'll be interesting.
Yep. And then obviously the one that'll end tonight, the Harbor team that we played Thursday night taking on
That
Conway.
That will be a good one.
Yeah, rooting for Harbor on that one just to give us a little bit of a bump on that loss from Thursday night. They were a really good team.
They played very impressive.
And they didn't get the Eagles at their best, but they still beat them by 14. We have no shot clock, and we're content to win this game 53-41. It was a great showing by the Lake Hamilton Wolves, and they came out in the second half, and I guess after the first quarter, and really made this a tight game throughout until the very end.
Yeah, it did. And the big thing we wondered was how are the Lady Eagles going to respond, then making it a close game. Even as close as it got, they got the lead at the very start of the third quarter with a 3, but besides that, the Lady Eagles stayed in the lead in this game nonetheless and were able to control it and have the lead, and then Sydney Middleton able to close it out offensively and then not give enough second chances late.
A couple things. I mean, like you said, Chad, that maybe Lake Hamilton didn't show everything in the scrimmage, and you're playing on a Saturday afternoon for a 5th place. You're just not as – the motivation maybe is just not there like it would if you're playing in a championship game or – a semifinal game or a third-place game or whatever.
So you're saying our motivation wasn't
motivation.
quite what it should have been.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Either way, it was a really tight game, closer than it had any right to be. Lake Hamilton going to do good things in the 5A South. 19 points for Sydney Middleton. Even with the 4 fouls, she hangs in there as she did Thursday night and is able to finish out. Brooklyn Burnham with 12, Mannion and Brianna Burnham with 9 points. Kim Henry and Haven Buck both with 2 points. All right, so that finishes things up for the Conway tournament. On Tuesday, we start a gauntlet trek to Lake Hamilton on Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday. Tuesday will be against Lake Hamilton at Lake Hamilton for the varsity boys. Thursday night against Eastham. Friday night, girls take on Marion at home, and the boys will play against
Saturday, I think it's Fountain Lake.
Fountain Lake, yes. I kept wanting to say Forest City, and I'm thinking we already played them. Fountain Lake at Lake Hamilton. So a lot of lakes. That's going to be the Austin and Sam show.
It's going to be a long week. And so, hey, if any Eagle fans out there that might own a condo on Lake Hamilton, I would like to talk to you
Sam's
about
wanting
maybe
to stay there.
setting up for a couple days, maybe work from home / work from the condo.
You heard Coach Pennell say that in the coaches show, looking for a timeshare where maybe we could hang out for a few days and not have to drive back and forth.
Sam Pittman, if you got room available down there at your house in Lake Hamilton, just let us know.
All right, 53 points scored by the Lady Eagles. That's going to do it. We're very appreciative of HSA Engineering being our sponsor, Trey White and crew there at HSA. Big thank you to them. Come back and see us on Tuesday night. Lake Hamilton Conference Tournament. It's not conference. Lake Hamilton, what do you call it? Invitational.
Jamboree.
We'll call it a jamboree. All right. Lake Hamilton Jamboree starting on Tuesday night. For Chad Hearn, Austin Wader, Sam Jansky, Connor Hudgens. Good afternoon, everyone, and good night.